triggers the cytokines in your skin and other inflammatory cells to slow down the production. So the cytokines are broadly, loosely categorized as small proteins as important in signaling the skin what to do. And shea butter has high concentration of fatty acids and the vitamin to help soften and condition and calm the skin as well. Okay, evening primrose oil is another one of the ingredients that we have, as you see in the slide. Okay, evening primrose oil is actually a seed from the native plants in North America. So it contains gamma-linoleic acid, GLA, which is also rich in omega-6 fatty acid. So these are like natural plant oil. Okay, so we are not concerned about people using and say, oh, if it's like butter sounds oily, now evening primrose oil sounds oily, will it make my skin more oily? Actually, no, because these are natural oils. And in fact, these natural oils are actually essential for our skin to help the skin structure to function better, because our skin itself cannot produce this linolenic acids itself. Okay, and this linolenic acids in the EPO actually helps to support the skin health and hydration. So the improvement in the skin epidermis is actually promoted. So it will give you actually a better, smoother skin with better elasticity. If you notice, I think if you compare, I tried comparing as well. After using this soap, you can find that it's quite significant. Your pores are actually significantly become smaller. All right, okay, and we also have the next one. We also have chamomile flower oil. Okay, this is also very anti-inflammatory. It helps to heal. So for people with, say, sensitive skin, for people who have acne-prone skin, or even people with eczema, okay, the goal is not so much for like, okay, let's put it this way. Eczema is not easy to completely cure. We are cosmetics. We are not exactly medical. Okay, we sell our products as a cosmetic. So for people who actually main goal is, because people with eczema, they feel the itch, they get the dryness. And that dryness will cause them to scratch even more. They get scabs, it bleeds and all. So our main goal to introduce this soap is also to tell our customers that how this soap can actually help you to soothe and relieve the itchiness. And I think other than in our products, chamomile oil, the chamomile flower oil is actually known to help calm down eczema. So I have a customer also. Her eczema is really, really bad, but not to the extent of psoriasis. But if you look at the skin, it is really 很难看, right? It's really a lot of the dry skin, which over the years she has not really taken care of. And when she started, yes, initially there is tingling, to be honest, there's tingling, but she felt the detox as well. So she tried the bubble mask, she felt the detox, and the itch really is, I mean, it really relieves the itch for her. Okay. So this is one of the important ingredients in our soap. That's why it's called the chamomile aftercare soap, right? Okay, and then next we have the propolis extract. Propolis extract also contains this special compound. Okay, not say it here. It's actually a compound called pinosembrin. So it acts as antifungal. It's for this property that is why I'm trying on a ringworm. Okay, because I think previously Coach Mac has shared also that we have a user who have fungal on the scalp as well. So we are also using this soap as a bubble mask on the fungal on the head. And guess what? The fungal went away. So on that same premises, I'm actually using on that ringworm. Okay. And also for propolis extract, it helps to heal even for those who have like burns. I think one of our members here also, I think, you know, she scalded herself. So I don't have the before and after this time round, but I think if you were to apply over like let's say you get scalded for wounds like scalding and all, it helps to actually heal the burn, because the application of this soap itself actually have, because of the stem cells that we have, the human stem cell extract growth factors that we have, it helps to regenerate healthy cell growth. Okay. And then we also have lavender oil, another very natural oil, which is also help to lighten and reduce wrinkles. So lavender oil also helps to unclog the pores and reduce inflammation. So for those like got like easily get redness and blotchy patches, for acne scarring and all, not because when the acne is like full bloom red, those like Coach Cynthia will say, please, if your case of acne is very, very serious, please go see a doctor. But we're talking about people who have mild or people who are already recovering, but as and when sometimes they do get a little bit of small outbreaks. I think this is very useful. I've tried this also.
Like Masni. Masni is
And
also a good example.
yes, so like for example, I have this my boyfriend, actually, for him, he get a lot of heat rash very easily. Okay, so what we do is actually very resistant, but we tried. He didn't think that it's really gonna work. You know, say, yeah, your sell products one account. I say, well, no harm trying, right? So we did this bubble mask applied onto the rash area, and then we also use it as a cleanser. Then of course we follow up by like using lymphatic drainage and all. It actually helps to soothe. I would say it helps to soothe the reduce the redness, and also, like I said, just like eczema, not so itchy after that. Right, the redness, actually, if you see the blotches of the rashes, right, get smaller and not so red. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. And then we have olive oil. Do we go through olive oil? Yes, olive oil is something that helps to decrease the acne as well, for like mild ones, like I say again, because it helps to kill bacteria. It also prevents signs of aging, and also especially when we are exposed to the weather conditions and all. So this helps to hydrate the skin. Okay, still it is olive oil. Yes, it's still a natural oil. Yeah.
So anybody who is brand new right here, right, who have not used this soap before or know how to do a bubble mask, please let us know right here. Anyone here who is extremely new, don't know how to use the bubble mask? Anyone? The bubble mask is the magic component of this soap. Okay. If not, Coach Lee, maybe you want to tell everybody how to use the bubble mask.
Okay, I don't have okay, there's two ways we can do it. Okay, so it's either you use a foaming net or you use a foam maker tub. Okay, if a foam maker tub, all you have to do is you get one of those like potato peeler or scraper to scrape small pieces and add some water, and you start beating in the foam. The foam texture should be something like how you bake a cake. You know, when you do beat the egg white, it should have that firm peak kind of texture, and then you apply over the face. But to be honest, over time, I think a lot of customers do comment that they find it quite a chore. They find it quite a chore to scrape the soap, cut the soap, keep it clean, find a proper knife or find a proper grater to grate. So, well, one idea is you can go online and buy those small mini grater and then throw it in as a free gift, 几毛钱 only. Or alternatively, I think the foaming net is actually more convenient, because foaming net actually foams up quite easily. So of course, the bubble may not be as fluffy, but that itself can be used as well. So for me, I also getting very lazy lah. So I've been using the foaming net, and the foaming net basically, let's put it this way, with the foam, you want to use on face also can, you want to use on your body also can. Yeah, so foaming net will actually be a more convenient way. In terms of also shipping out your goods, I think foaming net, throw into the soap, you pack it, is also easier. Right? I think if those of you have ordered from office, because we have the Masni set, alright, that with that little tub, that odd shaped thing makes the package also a little bit difficult. So it's your choice, I think, because of course with the foam maker, it looks like a bigger gift, it looks more presentable whatsoever for these people. They feel that they're getting a better deal. Some may ask for two, up to you. Yeah, but foaming net is definitely more convenient, I would say lah. Okay, so the bubble mask. Say, like for a start, you may want to do about 3 minutes or so, because some people do not know how they will react. But I don't see to be honest, I don't see a difference. To be safe is to recommend your customer, if they're trying it for the first time or so, just about 2 to 3 minutes each time, and they can try it like twice a week. If they feel, and they'll be able to see the effects, the positive effects. If they see and they feel that it's all right, it's okay to increase the frequency. Yeah. All right, but those who have like very sensitive skin, or those who are acne prone, then don't. Those I will recommend no more than 2 times, and ideally try to do about 2 minutes. That will be enough. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Great.
Okay. So everybody know about the soap. Okay. So soap, I think 2 ways just now we mentioned. We recap again. We can use it as a regular cleansing soap, or we can use it as a bubble mask. Right? Bubble mask not just on face. No, you can use bubble mask anywhere on the body. All right. Okay, and the retail price is 29. I think I'm not the prices should be correct. In Malaysia, I think 75, and member price we're getting at 23, and in ringgit 60. So your PV is 6,008. So although for one soap is $6. So if for Christmas, and I think that you may want to propose this as a Christmas gift to your customers may not want to buy to use, but they think it's nice as a gift, then you might want to consider bundling it and tell them buy 3, you get something free, or that kind of thing. Or buy 5, since we have the 5+1, you may even want to ask them to one shot buy 5, and they get 1 free 1. It's worthwhile for them as well. It's cheaper for them.
Okay, guys, just let me shout out again. Okay, if you guys intend to do retail, right, online on Shopee, Lazada, whatever, right, do not sell below retail price, okay? Because we have many episodes, right? People try to, for example, there's 11/11 sale. Every month it will come out with some funny sale, 10/10 sale. So this thing is never going to end. Okay, so just to make sure that you readjust your price to be at retail, even after the discount, 11/11 or whatever, it's going to be at 29. You can throw in extra things like, for example, free delivery lah, or extra phone net lah, and things like that. You can be creative in your ways of bundling your set, but do not sell below the retail price, okay? This is to actually protect all the members in Singapore, okay, and Malaysia, all right? So no price war, please.
Yeah, no point we undercut each other, because this price
never going to
get us. It doesn't benefit anyone.
Yeah, it's never going to end. Okay, but the good thing is that the review for this product, you know, like for example, Coach Cynthia, Coach Ivy, they have been selling like crazy this soap. Okay, and most of the time, people when they buy one soap, they'll come back to buy 3 soaps, 5 soaps, 10 soaps. Okay, so do not just underestimate this small little soap. It's a very, very powerful tool for us. Okay. Okay. All right. So far, any questions on the soap before we move on to the next product? Any questions? If not, just put it in the group chat, okay? But we move on first. All right, Coach Ivy.
Okay, next we have the Intensive Skin Barrier Cream Mist. Okay, for this one is actually, I call it also a 2-in-1, because not only it helps to tone, it helps to moisturize. So it's your carry-on. I will consider this a carry-on refreshing hydrator for your skin. This is very, very, very good for mask knee. Trust me, I spray like few times a day when I have to go to office, because I'm gonna wear mask throughout the whole day. So first-hand experience. Before this, the last time when I did this workshop itself, I can say yeah, protective, but then once in a while we go out only, so I don't really know. But when you have to wear a mask the entire day, this is actually very useful. Okay, the main benefits is because the cream mist actually help to form a protective layer against the environment conditions. So dust, dirt, and all this thing, especially when it's enclosed in the mask, this gives a certain layer where you don't get the immediate exposure into the skin. Okay, we have 3 kinds of fermented ingredients. Okay, as you can see on the slide, it helps to reduce like melanin spot reduction. It also helps to reduce sebum production and retain the moisture. Okay, it's refreshing. So we have things like, if you were to compare, I think a lot of people will tend to compare like between the Atorak cream mist versus the RC cream mist. I would say if your main goal, if you really want a lot of more moisture, I would suggest actually the RC mist, the Ruby Cell mist. This one is more suited for people with sensitive skin, or who have maybe a bit of the underlying skin issues. Okay. Yeah. The one that Darren is showing, that is the
RC mist.
Yeah. Okay. So people also tend to compare, like say, oh, but these are fermented ingredients. We also have people, I think previously we shared, people tend to compare like there is this other product, right, that is also known for
brand.
Like,
S brand.
X brand, right?
S brand.
So on the same basis and all, but then again, theirs is one specific type of rice fermentation, whereas we have 3 various types. So in terms of, like, say, if they are sensitive, I won't say if they are sensitive to that means they are definitely sensitive to this, because we have various types. So the concentration of each type of the fermentation is actually different. Yeah. Okay, they only have sake. Okay, our sake is just like one part of it, because we have all the different filtrates as well. Okay, this one also contains aloe vera leaf extract. So aloe vera leaf extract is actually a very high in antioxidants. So enzymes, I think a lot of products in the market also promote enzyme. This, we are using it as an application. And we know, I think in the market as well, for enzymes, even by oral consumption, it does have benefits because of the vitamins in the enzymes that can actually help to treat, you know, like improve your skin conditions, and also, I would say, how do you put it? It brings more nutrients directly, with the right nutrients to actually improve the skin, I would say. Okay, and then what else? So and again, I think our Atto series, why is it so popular? Just now we have our soap, which is like dual use as a cleanser, as a bubble mask. So for this one, I say, if you say double use is the same, because this mist can also be used as a mask. So how do you use as a mask is you can actually go and buy those like paper compressed masks, okay, and then you pour in and then you apply onto your face just like a regular mask. Of course, it sounds a bit more wasteful because I think on average, if you want to use on one compressed mask, you probably got to pour about, say, 20 to 30 ml out of this bottle. This bottle, I think, is about 140 ml. So if you're going to use it as a mask, maybe like once or twice a week to get that full moisture. But if not, I think as a carry-on in your bag, this is actually quite okay. You can spray as and when. You don't have to worry about is it over too moisturizing or is it too rich. Okay, so even for oily skin, this is also suitable.
I mean, in fact, my wife loved this product so much that it feels, because she liked to have that Korean glowy skin, you know, when she goes out. So this will give you that glowy, dewy look, right?
Yes, this one that glowy look as well. So one selling is right. If you don't mind, the size is not that big also. So what I do is actually I do have that nano mist pocket spray. I do pour some, but I do carry this bottle because as and when you meet your friends, you go to your office, you have like lunch or dinner with your colleagues or whatsoever, right? Suka you take out and spray, they will keep and ask you what is it. Okay. Then
great sales technique.
Yes, price point, you're not selling, it just so happen because you need your hydration and then you just spray it. People should ask you, 这个什么来的? I saw you recently posting. That is your chance to share to me lah. Yeah, and because price point as well, I think we look at the next slide. Price point is also not too much. I think it's a very affordable range even for people to give as a Christmas gift. Okay, $68. Right? So $68, something that, it acts as a toner, as a moisturizer, can instantly refresh. In the past, they used to spray, but last time I used to carry those Avion spray. Those are just like water, right? This one has got nutrients as well, right? It improves your skin condition, give you the glow. So for $68, Sing we retailing or ringgit 180. At members price, 自己用, no need to 心痛, it's only $49 or ringgit 130. Okay, your PV is 12,500. So this one to package for your Christmas. This one also I learned from Coach Cynthia. Okay, package with the nano mister. I think you can get it online. Your order, please order early because I think shipment by the 11.11 is going to be crazy. It might take like quite a while before you can even throw out your Christmas promo. So you may want to try to package it with a nano mister as well. The one's a pocket spray convenience.
Great. So another point to take note is that can this thing be used together with our airbrush?
Please do not use with airbrush. Yeah, okay. All right, if you use this, you use with the nano mister, that's fine. All right, because the particles, no matter what, the nano mister pocket spray is also not something that can be used as an alternative or replacement because the nanoparticle size is totally different. Our airbrush is patented. The size of the molecules, right, is actually way, way, way smaller, a zillion times smaller than what a typical, what you buy on Shopee, Taobao, that kind of nano mist that can provide. But of course, that nano mist, yes, if you want to use on the cream barrier mist, yes, on the Atom mist, yes, but you cannot use this Atom mist with our airbrush. It will clog up your airbrush because it's got a cream texture in it. So if you airbrush itself, then that one you can use with your Ruby Cell mist, but not your Atom mist.
Great.
Okay?
Great. Any more questions about this barrier cream mist before we move on to the next product? Okay, this product actually is very good. You can actually use for quite some time. Actually, it's quite cheap. 49 is actually very cheap. In fact, I haven't even finished my first bottle.
Really? you know, so okay,
myself.
If you use it, like let's say like for me, because I do rotate, right? If you use it even as like a compressed face mask, I think one bottle can still last you about, I mean, if you use like the face mask, I use about once a week, sometimes twice a week. The bottle can still last maybe 2 months plus.
Yeah, you know what's the difference? The difference is that you have a handbag and I don't have a handbag. If I have a handbag, maybe I'll use much more. Yeah, but my wife uses very fast, right? Yeah.
But then I think for those people, like say, guys will also love that refreshing feel. So for guys, I think having that pocket size nano mister is actually quite useful. It's something that you can fit.
Correct.
Instead of being the whole big bottle, have a talking point. The thing we KK want to bring this bottle is to have a talking point to show people exactly what it is.
Agree.
It's a good opening line, I would say. Right? Okay, next then we have the moisture cream. Okay, see moisture cream. Okay, I think if you look at it, we have a few key ingredients. This one basically provides moisture. Okay, it's a full moisture moisturizer that I would say everybody can use, even on babies. Who cannot use? Those people with oily skin, I think we come in contact with a lot of people who say that their skin is very oily. We do not recommend for those with oily skin, okay, because it may be a bit too rich for them. All right. And okay, if you look at the ingredients itself, we have trehalose. Trehalose is actually reflects the composition of this natural. It's a natural moisturizing factor that's found within the skin epidermis. Okay, it's well known for regenerating ability, and not only you can use on face, I would say even just body, you can even use on your hair. So like if let's say you got split ends, you feel that your hair is very dry, you can just take a little bit to sort of like give it a moisture layer on your hair, the ends of your hair, to prevent split ends. It helps a lot with those with very dry, very dehydrated skin, I'll say, and especially for those, okay, in Singapore, we don't have extreme cold weather, dry weather conditions, but for those who may have like customers from overseas who go through the 4 seasons, I think this is one item that you can recommend to your customers as well. Okay, this one contains also white-throated mushroom extract. Okay, white-throated mushroom extract is actually long used as a traditional Chinese medication. So not just in our day-to-day cost medicine care. So historically, we know that the ingredient itself, this white-throated mushroom extract, actually has helped to improve like more extreme cases like acne, eczema. It's just that we don't recommend those who have very bad acne state. It's because this one is a bit too rich for them. Okay, the moisture itself may not be something that their skin can tolerate, right? And for this one also contain ceramide NP. So ceramide NP, I think if you know, it's also common in a lot of moisture products, like hydration and moisturizing products for other brands as well. Okay, it's very instrumental in the sense that this is a skin barrier function. Okay, it helps to retain. So you need something like to seal in the moisture. So like before this, if let's say we are using the cream barrier mist, after the cream barrier mist, let's say before you go to sleep, a lot of us sleep in an air-conditioned room. You know, this is something that helps you to lock in this moisture, and even as an to help you actually prevent aggressors from the environment, like irritation from the weather and the UV rays and all. So for this, actually, like we say, suitable for skin types, applicable anywhere. Just that for oily skin, I will, so far based on experience, we would say we try not to recommend at the start. We will introduce something else, which now we have, we previously don't have. Is like if let's say you want to introduce an Atorak set to a customer. In the past, we always say we sell Atorak set as in soap, mist, cream. Now oily skin cannot use cream because it's too rich. Then what do we have? Then we move on to the next product later, okay, because now we have a solution. So something that we can package again and sell as a set. Nice. All right. So I think a lot more people encounter customers. For me, I'm very blessed. I think a lot of my customers don't really have a very big skin issue. So these products, maybe it was a little bit easier for me to share. But for those who have like skin issues and all, then you might want to think very carefully that whether they are suitable or not before they use them. On the safe side, I wouldn't. All right. Okay, and if you look at it on the price point, this one is 47. We are retailing at 47 Sing and 125 ringgit. For members, 36 and 95 ringgit. PV is at 11,000. Again, this product is also dual function. Okay, for people like regular skin, normal skin combination, very dry skin, especially very dry skin type, you can actually use this as a sleep pack. Okay, so which means to say that on normal days, you just apply a thin layer, you realize that it's not sticky, it's not oily, so it's just that protection. There's a layer as well to lock in the moisture. But for night time, you can actually apply a thicker layer. I tell you, this one you apply a thicker layer, you go to sleep, you do it about 2 to 3 times. Morning when you wake up, you can really feel got that glow as well. So you couple with the earlier one, if you were to spray the mist, and then plus this one, you wake up, it's very dewy, and the texture is as such that it's dewy, but it's not oily. So you can still feel that your moisture has been retained the next morning.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Can use this for stretch marks as well, yeah?
Oh, so stretch marks?
For this one, you can also use it as a massage cream for stretch marks for your lines, for your neck and all this, yeah, your wrinkled areas. So a lot of multi-use. Okay.
Great. So mothers, mummies, right? Please take note. Okay. Yeah. Any questions about the moisture cream? I basically use this before I sleep because like what Coach V says, right? This one offers better protection in the aircon. Okay. In a day, I will use the other product, which is the aqua one, before I go out.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Later we move to the aqua. I think for
I think that's
daytime,
the best for me lah. For me.
I
Yeah.
think for
Okay.
most people probably this one then can keep for night use, and if you want to expose them to different range of products. But I would say that for older skin, if you are not touching on the ruby cell range because you have the resistance of the price point, then I think this is good for moisturizing for
Mm.
the older skin as well. So you can see age group lah, I guess.
Correct. And basically can use very long. This tube really can use very long. It's actually quite a lot inside.
Mm.
Okay. So let's move on to the next product.
Okay, so after we finish the cream, then we have the ampoule. Okay, and I think this is also another one of our star product. Okay, we have two. I think we all know that we have two, right? We either have the ruby cell ampoule or the Atorak intensive ampoule. This one is equally nourishing. It's just we always recommend that this is something that we want to use like in our facial starter kit. We have both. Now then customers say, then which one should I use? So usually we'll try to say that we use this one first, because this one has the effects of, trying to like, we need to get the skin used to it first for a start. And especially if you're not sure if your customer is might be sensitive towards it. So this is actually more suitable for a lot of people as a start. If there's no issues, I think they can move on to the ruby cell range. Okay, this has the ultimate soothing moisture supply as well. Some of the key ingredients we are looking at is like persimmon extract. Okay, it helps to moisturize and soothe the skin, and also keep our skin less stressed lah, because I think in the natural environment itself, this helps to actually lock in the moisture for longer hours compared to like say the intensive cream. Okay, the duration of, because this one goes deeper, especially you apply it with of course you have to apply with the airbrush, right? So the ingredients is a little bit similar also, like for example we have the chamomile flower oil. We mentioned earlier, like it helps to help the skin glow, it's anti-inflammatory. Okay, so for burns, yes, you can also use it to spray. So like let's say for burns, you can actually spray, and then after that you apply a cream over it as a little protection area. That's good as well. I'm also using the ampoule spray, this Atto ampoule to, yes, again, spray on my ringworm. maybe by next week or so, I may be able to show the before and after. All right, I'm confident it will now. Okay. And we also have, okay, aloe vera leaf extract is also another antioxidant with enzymes and the vitamins. So similarly, like our soap, it helps to heal burns and for dry skin as well. And some of the other products the ingredients we're looking at is just like burdock seed extract. You notice we use natural ingredients like this is all based on historical fundamentals, because burdock seed extract is also used for in TCM, very widely used since aeons ago traditionally. If I'm not mistaken, this is called 牛蒡子. Okay, it's a Chinese herb actually. So this herb is used when they want to relieve toxins, and it has antibacterial, antibiotics effect. Okay, so for conditions like eczema or acne, if let's say they are not the super serious case, this is something that they can use as well, because it's anti-inflammatory, and the antibacterial properties actually helps to resolve the issues, especially when you go in topically and then it goes deep into heal from the inside. Okay, there is also the Social chirata extract. Okay, this is actually also a leaf. It's also plants. So we're actually very plant-based in that sense for this product as well. It's actually from a leaf of the Indian gentian. Okay, it's also herb. The herb is native to Himalayas, and it's used in the Ayurvedic kind of medication. So for this one, I think it helps a lot if for those who are very concerned about like crow's feet, you are concerned about your laugh lines. Okay, it helps to actually reduce the fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, we also have the Echinacea purpuris extract. Okay, that is something that helps to stimulate the immunity system to fight infection. So things I would consider, even a skin outbreak is also because there's an infection that is, you can see like for some serious cases, yes, but for mild infections and mild outbreak because of the weather conditions, this actually helps to promote the healing and regenerate the skin itself. Okay.
So as compared to the red ampules, what is the difference? Maybe you want to share with everybody. Maybe the texture wise, you know, the feeling.
Okay. Personally, I feel that if for older skin, okay, for older skin, if you're talking about like for example, myself, it's considered done deal. The skin has actually gone through an age process. Okay, so if I really want a lot more nutrients and a lot more nutrition to actually see more effects on the lines reduction, I will personally use that ruby cell range, especially for those mature skin. I would say for younger skin, we're talking about this more like probably a prevention better than cure, because we don't want to wait until like, you know, you're old already, then you're trying to reverse. Now the thing is we want to reverse. I have no choice, I have to reverse. But for the younger ones, they can use the Atorak. The texture itself, I don't feel a lot of difference. But in terms of the effect, the day after effect, I think I can feel the smoothness and the, I don't know, it feels richer to me. Yeah, it's just that like for me, my skin, I think, can take both. Some people cannot. You may even have a sensitive skin person who may not be able to, you know, they use the Atto range and it doesn't suit them. But on the contrary, they can actually use the ruby cell range. So I think age is also another factor, and depending on like, you know, their skin condition, how much damage or exposure. I've tried to actually recommend to a friend, what happened to her was she started doing lasers and a lot of aesthetics. Okay, nothing wrong. Her skin is very nice, to be honest. And then I think because over the years, she has been doing it for like at least 20 years. So her skin became very fine and very thin, and she can no longer, she was about to start on this. She was very excited because to her is that now Hang Zheng Pai, I think her package is all used up. So she's exploring new design. So she started with the basic Atto set. But before she can start on her product, she was trying to finish the last bit of her product that she has been actually used to. And then it hits because I think her skin actually burst. So she started, yeah, because her skin is too thin already. So that last product I think she used was probably something that has got a stronger. So Atorak is actually more gentle itself. I would think that if she had started earlier, maybe we might be able to help her a little bit. But at this point in time, now I think she can only rely on medication. So she's also not using it at all. So what I'm saying is that if you have to introduce someone to use, I think it's good to start on the Atorak range first. At least we can condition the skin first before we move on to something more richer. Okay.
Yeah. So the price is not out, eh?
Oh, this one I never put price. Okay, this one, the price, I don't have ringgit price, but in Sing is retailing at 381 a box, and then for members price is 291. Yep. Ringgit, I can't remember though.
It's okay. Yeah. Later I'll try to put it in. Anyway, you guys have the price list. So this is pretty straightforward. If we sell only in per box, okay? Yeah, per box of 18 ampules. Right.
So
this one is a new product.
This one I think okay. Wait, I backtrack a little bit. So like for the ampules, right? Sometimes like people who just want to try, if let's say even to try like a 7-day challenge or 21-day challenge where we're using a lone set or thing, I think instead of maybe all 7 bottles of ruby cell ampule, we might even want them to start on like maybe the first 5 days to use, so they get to expose to and see what suits them. So I mean, rather than we take them, for all you know, they try one time and they realize they don't like it, at least they can try both. So we want to, out of seven bottles, we are selling loose for people to try. 2 bottles of Atto, then maybe 5 bottles of ruby cell ampule. So then they can start with finishing the Atto first, then use the ruby cell. Okay. Then we have this new one. So, okay, this one was launched, I think, we launched this in September. Okay, this is like our key solution to those people with oily skin where they find even the Atorak range of the moisturizer too oily, okay, or too rich for them, because this one is water-based. So the key highlights of these 2 products basically is it's not human stem cell growth factor extract anymore, it's apple cell extract, okay? Like for gel and lotion, both has apple cell extract of 1%, And then another key is the patented formula. We have the Balsam 7, which is actually a natural ingredient for eczema and sensitive skin. So the various extract itself, I think we can see in the next one, is something that helps to, the extracts is the one that's helped to relieve the irritation. So for people with, say, patchy skin that is itchy or may not be a strong case of eczema, but they just have very sensitive skin that tend to rash very easily, this range is actually very good for them. Okay, as a topical one, the moisture, of course, you want to compare to the Atorak series or the Ruby Cell series, no lah. Like for me, if you ask me to use this for a mature skin, and if my target is just I want moisture, no. But this is something for hot weather, I think it's very useful if you want to use it in the day. Okay, the absorption rate is actually quite high and it's not sticky. We look at the Balsam 7, maybe just, I don't think we need to know specifically. I don't think your customer will really go into it, but if you, on the needs to know basis, these are some of the extracts that we have, like rosemary extract, green tea, licorice root, and we have chamomile. Chamomile is similar like most, which is present in most of our Atorak products as well. And then we have a skull cap. All this have the main thing about this ingredients you will notice are all plants, and also they have their main point is that they are actually very soothing. All of them have this anti-inflammatory, anti-allergic, antioxidant, anti-everything that is make it very mild. So I would say if you are just looking for something that is soothing yet still moisture enough, this will be the range to recommend. Okay. Specifically, if we look into it, let's say we look at the gel. Okay, sorry. There's also, okay, where are the moisture coming from? That what the key ingredients that we have is actually the ceramide NP, which we previously also have in our cream. It's replenishing for the skin so that, you know, it improves. It doesn't feel so dry. It helps your skin barrier to increase your hydration. Okay, this hydration is still, like say, it's water-based, so it is still beneficial to the skin because that's also your protective layer. It has got a pollen extract, which is also another skin protecting. We talk about a lot of protection itself, okay, because it energizes your skin and it also protects yourself from the aggressors, from the natural UV rays. And hyaluronic acid, I think you all know, is actually restoration of your skin to actually boost the moisture content. Okay, so defend, it helps to, again, protect from moisture loss. So everything is to keep the hydration within your skin itself. Okay, I think these two products, I don't know how I'm like, for myself, I'm not really selling very much of this because I think the hydration level might not be as strong, but it is definitely good. Let's say we're looking at, say, the gel itself. Okay, the gel itself has got basically we're looking at 88% aloe vera extract. All right, and aloe vera extract helps to soothe the skin. So this is very good if you put it in the fridge. I think previously, I think shared with, like, I think some of the members have shared also, is very popular among men. I do not know why, but popular among men because especially if you put in the fridge, you come back from outside, you clean your face, and then you decided to, you know, you have a bit of itchiness, the kind of like heat rash kind of feel. That cooling effect is really very relieving. Okay, so you apply it topically, yeah. So it blocks up, actually, it also helps. Even when you wear it out, you will not have that sticky feelings. It actually helps to block out the UV rays. Okay, it's got purslane extract. This is also rich in antioxidant. And those who have tried, you know that it's like the little white dots in it, and these are your algae extracts, right? So the algae extract is actually synergize the effect of the skin cell purification. So that is also the act of the healing and the tissue regeneration. So it helps to actually reduce and tones the skin to turn over. So it promotes, in a way, also it helps to promote a youthful looking complexion. Right? And then you have the algae and the red seaweed. So these are all your C ingredients, I would say, that improve the moisture. Yeah. So as for me, like I say, if I were to use this so much for hydration, buko. So, but if I want that kind of relief in the day, sometimes even after I spray my ampoule, I will add on one more layer. I will add this additional layer on after I spray the ampoule. Okay, because I think sometimes on certain days you can alternate, because if every day, if you're just using, let's say you're using the ampoule then followed by a cream, There may be days, because of hormonal changes, there may be days that you feel that it might be a bit too rich, a kind of overdose, or sometimes we have the habit of when we spray, you may spray a bit too close, or maybe you didn't spray very properly. This one, I would think that at least there are certain days that if you do not want to overwhelm your skin and you think that you don't, I would say you don't need that much moisture, but you want to avoid, that over richness. This one over a layer is actually sufficient, right? So for your
yeah, sorry, carry on. I thought you finished. Okay.
So for your packaging means to say that initially we're saying that we want to do the Atorak soap and then the mist, but for those, because they got oily skin, we cannot use the cream. Then you will introduce as a set. If you want to propose to your customer, is they buy the soap, they try the soap and the mist, and at the end of it, they use the gel. Because this gel, you also same thing, dual use. You can also use it as a night mask. All right? Okay.
Great.
And you were saying something, Darren?
Oh yeah. So I just want to share with everybody, right? So basically, this is what I do in a day. In a day, I will use this Aqua series, okay, because I feel it's lighter, okay, in the heat, right? Because I need to go out in the sun. Singapore, Malaysia is so hot. So this is actually a very good range for you to use before you go out, instead of using this, okay, in the day. Because I realized when I use this in a day, I feel it's a little bit too hot. In fact, it's a very, very good, this Atorak cream is a very good sealant. So I can feel the heat that's being trapped on my face. This really proves that it's a very, very good sealant, okay? So I would recommend this to be used at night instead, okay? In the day, do try this. In fact, this is cheap and it's very, very soothing. It's very good.
This one's so that includes price point, okay? But when we are selling it at, retailing at $28, right? And then member price we're getting at 22.
Around there.
Now that's big for me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put in the price. Yeah. So this is very affordable. So it's something that people may want to consider as a gift. I think the packaging is very nice, right? Blue, very cooling. Okay, if you want, throw in the jelly brush. The jelly brush actually will not be a lot of difference, but it's something that they can use as an applicator. Then it makes it as a gift that is more presentable. But maybe you want to couple next, we look at the lotion. Okay, you can package it as a standalone or as gifts itself. I think this time around we're targeting Christmas, so another way is you can actually sell both together and then throw in a free gift, which is not worthwhile because the margin for this one is not very high, right? So yeah, so you want to package a gel, you can package a gel and a lotion, or you can also even package it together with the soap and the mist. Or for those people, you may even want to do it together with, let's say, a ruby cell milk pill. They do a peel and then they want to moisturize after that, they can use a gel. For those that's very sensitive skin, because our milk pill is also very light, I know we cross over to a different product, but that's how you can package and then still throw in the free gift.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Okay. And you can package it with the lotion. This lotion, okay, it sounds like for $52 retailing for a lotion sounds expensive lah. But then again, we're talking about 300 ml. And this 300 ml, I would say, if the way I look at it is, like I say, if it's for mature skin or if you're thinking of the face, the moisture is actually gentle. It also still locks in the moisture power, but compare, of course, to, in terms of the richness of the moisture, still nowhere close to our Atorak cream and our ruby cell cream. Okay, this one also has 1% cell extract, and if you see, we got all the beeswax, shea butter we have previously in our soap as well. And soybean, these are all chief more for skin conditioning. If you try this product before, you realize after you apply, the skin actually feels very soft, very smooth immediately. You can really feel it, yet it's very light in texture. Okay, the whipped germ oil itself also has it's enriched with all the vitamins, which is very nourishing. Also, it gives your skin a little bit more elasticity and a very soft touch. So for this, I actually try to sell it more for, like, other than face, more like a body cream. How we want to put this together is gel used for face and then lotion used as a body cream. So in what people say that if I want to use gel, okay, no harm if you want to put gel and you want to apply lotion, you want to apply both. I find it doesn't quite make a purpose. Like, do I apply lotion first, apply gel first? Or, should I use both? Then I think that's maybe a little bit waste, but 这样大致, I don't think it's a waste. So I would propose using the lotion more like an after shower lotion, because once your body is a little bit semi-wet, if I say semi-wet just came off from the shower, after you pat dry, straight away apply the lotion. It helps to absorb immediately. So you also do not feel the stickiness. In fact, it's actually, like I said, very soft and smooth. right? So this is actually quite fast to buy. Okay.
Okay. So guys, any questions about our new Aqua series? Any questions? Rebecca is sharing something just to share. I use lotion as a moisturizer, layer over gel or serum. I have oily and dehydrated skin. Very nice, not sticky, not rich feeling. Thanks, Rebecca, for the reinforcement and the encouragement. Yeah, it's a good product. In fact, I realized that ladies like the lotion more than the gel, and the guys like the gel. This is funny. So you want to test this guy is really a guy or a girl, right? You just take these two products and ask them which one they like. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've gone through most of the product. Anybody got any questions?
Any questions about the new Triple Aqua series? No? If not, okay, let's move on to the healing crisis. Yep. This one I think everybody needs to know about the healing crisis. It's
I
very
think this
important.
helps, especially when you have customers who have more complicated skin issues or something that they themselves are not very sure what type of skin they have, or they are not sure, because a lot of people will tell you 9 out of 10 people I meet tell me they got sensitive skin. Okay, and sometimes very drama because unheard of. I think even when you Google, you don't get a lot of reviews of what Atorak. I mean, within us, I think a lot of us know, and we are spreading the words, we are sharing the love. But I think the general public that we meet on a day-to-day basis when we are sharing actually don't really know about products. So they tend to be a bit more reactive, a bit more dramatic after they use, compared to when they use other products. Okay, so healing crisis, to talk about it, is that we don't want to overplay this, because some other brands recently I read, okay, every time the customer say, oh, I use already, then my skin become very red, or I use already, I get a reaction, I get outbreak. Okay, this occurs because your skin is being introduced to something new. Okay, and when we try something new, it's not like your skin can react immediately to say, oh, I'm supposed to react this way because this is supposed to be good for me. So it's just like a baby, you know, feeding a toddler vegetable is good. Vegetables, greens are good, right? But see, the baby has not really tried vegetable. First time he eat, don't like, throw out. Second time eat, still don't like, throw out. But slowly after that, you introduce various way of putting it into the porridge, putting it into whatever, mix it up and all this, they don't realize they're eating the same thing, but actually they don't throw out anymore. So this is something that we want to look. It's very normal that when your skin is exposed to something new, okay, I think it's about like, if they have certain reaction that sounds a bit adverse, it's either one way, you either control the amount of product they're using. So maybe they are using it too much, or maybe they apply too much cream. Okay, this means I don't feel that there's a too much away of it. Okay, but if let's say over another next few days, if the problem still persists, then we say stop for product for a while. Okay, when we talk about healing crisis, doesn't mean that some people may do, for example, get an outbreak after using a product because their skin not used to it. Okay, when we talk about it, is if that outbreak, if let's say I'm trying to treat a problem area here, and after using this area outbreak, yes, we can probably tell them that, yes, this is not something that you want to worry about because your skin is getting used to it, and it is more like detoxing. They are trying to accustom to the new product. So let the product work, and maybe that's why, because the toxins are actually purging out. But if let's say this person, how do we know whether maybe she's really sensitive? This area they're working on, suddenly use our product already, turn out the outbreak is on a fresh area that was never a problem area. And that might be a possibility that this person may not be suitable to use this product. Then we don't insist. All right. So if they can stop and they are willing to reintroduce, okay, you know, but if it happens again, new area outbreak, starting to show signs of outbreak, then we do not want to push the products to these people. Okay, like some of the products, soap, I think you get a lot of feedback from the soap. Some people at the start, they say they feel some tightness. Although we say that our soap is not supposed to have a tight feeling, not supposed to have like that drying feeling, which most soap will have, because since we have natural oils in it. But the thing is that in our own skin, it depends on that person's skin as well. If the person's skin has not been producing much sebum throughout, okay, then there is a possibility that this soap may actually give them this initial tingling or dry sensation. It's got this pulling sensation. It will take, probably we're talking about skin cycle, it will take maybe about 2 weeks or so, sometimes even up to 6 weeks, in order for the skin to normalize the sebum production. Okay, the sebum production process in your natural skin, and this will continue, yeah, until the new cells, because this is supposed to have new cell generation, until the new cells recreation, then they stop having this. But as long as you think you don't have an outbreak and all, don't dramatize with them. Okay, I think unless this is a very serious outbreak in a different area, I think then we may want to stop using the product. Generally, it should not. All right. And some people will feel flush, will feel itchy. I did get that feeling initially when I first used as well. All right. So it's possible that if, let's say, they use soap, and then maybe because their protective layer to begin with were never functioning well. To begin with, they never really previously took care of their skin. All right. So for the skin to actually need some time to actually regenerate this protective layer, it takes time. So if, let's say, they have a bit of itchy, tingling, flush feeling, calm it down with the mist, okay? And and let the mist also helps the regeneration process.
And the airbrush also, importantly, the airbrush, using oxygen.
The airbrush is very useful even without any product. Okay, so even though yes, you notice we never sell the airbrush alone. We don't sell the airbrush. The airbrush itself actually have a lot of healing benefits because it actually help you to flush out toxins. I've also tried that on rashes before. It reduces the itch, and not to mention the beauty effects, where we know that with the lymphatic drainage and all, I think you all have seen also during our brand day, if this is the first time you're attending, you have seen the immediate lift effect. All right, this is all through the lymphatic drainage, because the toxins have to flush out somewhere. Okay, I think it's good also that if you're doing drainage or anytime you're using the airbrush, try to drink water after that so that you have an avenue to flush out the toxins, right? Okay. So there are some other examples. I think we have some other examples of the healing crisis. So other than the tightness, dryness that we mentioned just now, there's also times where there is itch. Yeah, so I did mention just now on this slide, you use the mist to try to calm down. And then threatened outbreaks is also common, like we mentioned earlier. Okay, so if the problem persists, then let the skin calm down first until the skin feels ready. If person want to try again, all right. There are people who also have pigmentation, okay, and they feel that the pigmentation actually become darker. Then they will say, hey, your product not working. Nothing. It's not working because we all know pigmentation is not something that you can work out overnight or even months. It takes a long time. Okay, because this pigmentation is actually very embedded in the skin. Okay, so why it becomes darker is because it has to, when it's so deep set inside over the years, it has to surface its way out. So on the surface, it does appear darker for a start. Okay, but if they continue to use, then you'll see that because of the cell regeneration, the skin renew, and once the impurities and the toxins surface, after that phase, then only will they see the pigmentation started to fade and clearer. This is a very, very long process. So for those that I think, like we've seen good examples of pigmentations and lightening, but it's not going to happen over a 1-2 month period. All right, individual has individual condition. So this is some of the things that you can let them know. Why is it that it's not because our product's not working? It's only because this process takes time, depending on how embedded and how long they have been having this pigmentation. Okay.
Great. That is good advice because this is just to share, because I myself last time I used to play a lot of football, so I'm always under the sun. So last time before I started on Ruby Cell, right, my skin is full of pigmentation, a lot of spots. And when I get acne, right, it will not heal, and it will become like a mole or it become like a very dark spot. Then what happens is when I use the Ruby Cell for the first 2 weeks, right, then I realize how come I don't go under the sun anymore, but my face become darker and darker and darker and darker. So I like freak out, what the hell is going on? So after that, but amazingly, after I know about this healing crisis, right, now I just chill and just let it do its work. So after 1 month and a half, wow, you can see really the spots really just, your whole face just brighten up, so you need to persevere. Okay? So Coach Cynthia also had some advice for everybody also. When you start on your journey with Ruby Cell, don't mix your products. Okay, Coach V, I think, has mentioned this as well. Don't mix your products because you'll never know what is the chemical reaction. Okay, not by Ruby Cell, but other products that's going to give to our Ruby Cell products on your face. Okay, and we don't want our customers to be blaming Ruby Cell when they're actually using other products as well at the same time. Okay, so this one needs to be very, very clear. All right.
Okay. Healing crisis may be, okay, and I add on, pulse healing crisis may be some of the very common issues with it, but don't overplay it. I think we have seen also that a lot of some other maybe direct marketing products, right? every time if a customer is not suited, right, they keep using healing crisis as an example. This is some of the possibilities, like we say, it does happen. But if the customer already going to 烂脸 already, please don't keep harping to say, no, it's not my product's fault. Then we just have to advise them to stop using. Don't keep insisting them to use or to try maybe a different way or something. Because some people, based on their own individual condition and their background, right, 不适合就是不适合.
Yeah,
okay,
correct.
we can use it as a basic explain, but don't harp too much on it lah.
Correct. So guys, not to worry about that, because if you face this kind of problems, okay, and you're unsure what to answer to your customers, right, just put it in the group chat, you know, or ask your leaders, your product leaders. We are all here to help you answer the questions. In fact, we have an aesthetic doctor here to analyze the situation, but most importantly, get the picture of your customer first so that we can analyze the problem. Okay, if the rashes comes out on your lymph node area, most likely it's basically the detoxification problem lah. Okay, so that's why we need the pictures to actually give a proper analysis, okay, before we jump to give them the wrong advice. Okay, guys, so any questions, any more questions about the Atorak series or about today's class before we're going to end the class? So if not, Coach V, maybe this is a great quote you want to share with everybody. This is the first time I see this word, skin investment.
It's the best investment because you're worth it. You invest, you will reap the returns of beautiful glowing skin if you resell.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep. So okay, thank you, Coach V. Last call before we end the session. If not, thank you very much for attending our product workshop. Take note that we have product workshop every week. Next week, most likely, we are not going to talk about the Atto series. We're going to talk about other products as well, okay? So thank you very much. Have a great Sunday. Thank you, Coach V.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great Sunday. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, V. See you.
I'll see you there. Okay.
I'll put up this in YouTube, okay? So I'll just send you the link.
Thank you. I'm learning today also.
Okay. Great.
So 那个 7 day 的了哈 ，OK 了哈。
我们会再 discuss 啦，我们再 discuss 这个东西。
可以，好
Okay.
的 ，OK，谢谢你们，拜拜，OK，拜拜。